Alright everybody, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. You know what that means. It means there's a new Slay the Spire daily challenge. Take a look and see what we've got today. So today's challenge involves the Ironclad, hero I'm super great with. We have a rocky relationship, me and the Ironclad. Modifiers. Shiny, starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. That sounds hilarious, actually. Flight, ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to, always fun. And binary, card rewards contain only 2 cards. So flight is interesting because it means you really don't have to worry about your path like at all, because you can just bounce around. And that kind of gives you a lot of flexibility, which is pretty cool. Takes one sort of major strategic element out of the game, but kind of adds its own floor-by-floor tactical decision-making of like what's the best thing for me to take in the moment based on what just happened, for example. Shiny sounds like a lot of fun, and binary basically means that we have less resources to choose from, right? There's less available card options, which means our deck might not have as many different, might not have sort of the flexibility that you could get if you had 3 or 4, card draws. Let's take a look, and we're going to go ahead and embark and see what we've got. So Whale Mom is giving us powers here. And what have we got? Okay, so the Ironclad rare cards, 16 card deck, and includes some really good stuff. Double tap is very good. Demon form provides scaling, but is obviously very expensive. Bludgeon can be really good if you have the energy to play it. Feed is a lot of fun if you can manage to pull it off regularly. It's a great way to, again, scale up your power level. Limit Break is it's probably one of the most powerful cards in the game, especially when upgraded. So by default, what Limit Break does is it doubles your strength. Strength, for those of you that haven't played the game before, is basically added to every damaging card, right? So you've got cards like Feed or Bludgeon that deal a certain amount of damage. Your strength rating adds to the damage, allowing you to hurt enemies more effectively. So by doubling your strength, with Limit Break, you can take, say, a 3 or 4 or 6 strength and double it, which provides a lot of scaling, and when you upgrade it, it no longer exhausts. Exhaust removes cards after you play them. So this allows you to continuously scale once it's upgraded, because you can just kind of keep doubling and doubling and doubling your strength, which is pretty hilarious. Especially if you combine it with Demon Form, where you're getting strength every turn, it can get silly. Barricade is a card I always want to play. I always like the idea of Barricade, but it often is tricky because you don't necessarily have a lot of block generation. That's actually something I'm really curious about as we scroll through. There is not a lot of block as I'm looking at this, really at all. So that's gonna be one of the things we're gonna kind of need, right? Block basically blocks incoming damage. And it's removed to the end of every turn, or the start of each turn. So this allows you to kind of continuously block. One of the things this Barricade's really good for is if you've got, it kind of gives you more stability in the deck, right? If you get a card draw with a ton of block in it, but it's a turn where the enemy isn't attacking or trying to deal damage to you, if you have Barricade up, you can pump all kinds of block, and then on the next turn, if you say draw all attack cards and the enemy's dealing you a big 32-point hit or something, you might already have the block from the previous turn saved because of Barricade. Fiendfire is really interesting. It can deal a ton of damage, especially if you're able to generate a bunch of cards, and then it exhausts all of them. So it's kind of a twofold, like lots of burst damage, and it also leans out your deck, which can be good or bad. You really got to be careful when you play this. I imagine this might be kind of a dead card early on, pretty reliably. We're not going to want to play that, which is going to be kind of rough. Dark Embrace has synergy with some of the other exhaust-based cards within this deck, allowing you to kind of cycle through your deck faster. Berserk, I'm probably going to want to get rid of as soon as possible. I don't know. It could be fun to play and try out. I've never been a big fan of it because Vulnerable makes you take 50% more damage from attacks, and that means that you're going to be just hurting way more regularly than you would if you were not vulnerable. And so it seems like the trade-off for getting an additional energy is kind of rough. Now the extra energy could be useful when we have some of these 3-cost cards in here, so we'll have to kind of play with it and then see how we do. Impervious is really good, especially when upgraded. It gives you 40 block and then exhausts, so it's a really nice like 1-turn massive boost to your survivability. Juggernaut allows you to deal damage when you gain block, and if we have more block cards or generate more block cards, a power like Metallicize, for example, which generates block every turn, when combined with Juggernaut, is a reliable way of outputting damage, which is pretty cool. Brutality is fun. You obviously lose hit points every turn, but it allows you to cycle through your deck faster, which can be useful, and it's 0 cost, so you can sometimes might just play to get rid of our, get it out of our hand. And if you note, with Burning Blood, this is our starting relic. At the end of combat, we heal 6 hit points. So depending on how combat goes, and when we get to Reaper in a second, we might be able to kind of offset the cost of brutality if we're playing fast enough by just healing it back with Burning Blood. Reaper provides us a source of healing. It's very effective with strength scaling. It's very effective against multiple enemies, right? Because the more enemies you're hitting with Reaper, the more hit points you get back. And then when you upgrade it, it just deals more damage, which is nice, but again, probably not what I would prioritize. Exhume is very good. It allows you to pull back an exhausted card. You can upgrade it so it's 0 cost. This could let us pull back an Impervious, for example. Offering is good. You lose hit points, but you get a bunch of energy, draw cards, and then exhaust it, so it can be exhumed. It can synergize with Dark Embrace. It allows you to cycle through your deck, and you can build up a ton of energy for things like Whirlwind and other stuff later. Immolate is the last one we've got, is a really nice AoE card. Adding a burn to our discard pile, if we synergize with something like Fiendfire, isn't the end of the world, even though normally you don't want to add burns because they damage you, but 21 damage to all enemies is pretty awesome, and especially early on is going to be great for clearing these floors. So let's see, let us start our ascension. Again, it doesn't particularly matter, so we're just going to jump right in here and fight Cowboy. Alright, so he's going to buff on this turn, and it will continually gain strength. We don't have any damage or anything, so we're going to try and play some stuff to just get it out of our hand, right? Just to kind of get it out. Let's be a little bold here. And then I'm thinking we play Dark Embrace over Juggernaut, and we'll end the turn and see what he does. So he's going to attack us for 6, which will boost up to 9 because we're vulnerable. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do much about this. I'm thinking we might have to... The only way we can damage him... This guy, you really don't want this fight to last a while, right? Because he's going to scale up pretty hard. So, as much as I would want to feed and get hit points, what we might end up doing actually is feed... Oh, there we go. Let's immolate. Let's... Can't Fiend Fire, can't Limit Break. We're not going to be able to sort of block any of this incoming damage, but that's fine. I don't have any strength to return, so we're just going to end the turn here. We're going to take 9, so we'll heal back 6 of that, so we'll be down a little bit by the end of this fight, and then we're going to kind of see how we do. Okay, because of this, I can double tap Bludgeon for the kill. Reaper would be nice to play for some hit points back, but it doesn't matter. I can also just play Bludgeon for the kill, which is kind of what I'm going to do. Easy peasy. So, again, took 3 damage on that fight, not the end of the world. Probably, if we hadn't played the extra energy card, we probably would have been fine and have been back to full hit points. But that did let us play some more stuff, so I don't know. True Grit, block, and it's a source. Sorry, let me go through this. True Grit's really nice. It exhausts a random card in your hand, but when you upgrade it, it you gain more block, and you choose which card you exhaust. This is a really good target, I find, for upgrading because it allows you to selectively get rid of stuff that you might not want in your hand, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So I guess we'll just pop here and see what the event is. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Forge. Okay, so we're actually going to rummage. We're going to get a curse, but we're about to go to a store. We can go to a store right here where we can get rid of the curse. And again, we also have ways to, you know, exhaust cards, so this isn't the end of the world. But this relic, the Warped Tongs, you can only get from this event, and it's really cool because it allows you to continuously upgrade cards in your hand, which is really nice. So we're going to take this store now. We're going to, wow, okay. So I could remove a card, or I could buy an Inflame. Inflame is good, but we've got for another source of strength generation. I don't have. This doesn't really help me. There's nothing good here for block, drawing block. I think there are other stores. There's another store up here we could remove the curse. It might be worth buying the Inflame. Now, I mean, if we get the demon form out, we don't really need the Inflame necessarily, especially if we're able to upgrade Limit Break and cycle that repeatedly, so it might not be a bad idea to just get rid of the curse. But I think we're going to buy the Inflame and have some more fun. We're going to go ahead and take a hallway fight here, as opposed to a... Oh, this is a scary hallway fight. Okay, so each of these rooms, right, the event rooms can have an event like that Tongs one. Some of the events can be really bad for you, some of them can be really good for you, some of them can just be fights. But I want to get some gold and card draw, so I'm just going to go and take this fight. And you can see that the Tongs upgraded Juggernaut here. So we're going to take some damage. I'm trying to think if there's any way... Unfortunately, I don't have a way to feed and get the kill this round because we don't have enough energy. We might be able, and I don't want to feed yet, so I think I'm just going to bludgeon. We're going to take the damage regardless, but this means that if we get any of our other attack cards, we'll be able to. It's a pity we didn't get feed on this next turn. Oh, it's brutal. Okay. Whenever I play a card, I lose a hit point, so all I'm going to do is play Demon Form and move on. He's going to gain strength and block. Let's see what I can do here. Oy, yay. So I think what I'm going to do, I want a True Grit. I want to kind of cycle this. Let's get the Inflame out. Let's True Grit. Doesn't really matter what it does because we're not going to play anything else. I'm not going to play Berserk because I don't want the vulnerable. Here we take 3. And then we've cycled back through. Okay, so we can simply Fiend Fire. We could True Grit. We could do a couple things. I think just to get the kill, we're just going to Fiend Fire and call it a day. Alright, so we're going to need to try to get some Reaper procs and get some health back as we go, but we can, which is cool. Flame Barrier. Body Slam is good, especially upgraded if we had more block. Flame, I've seen that do some really sick things in Ironclad decks from some other streamers. But I'm going to take Flame Barrier, both because it gives us another source of block, which we're lacking, and because it hurts enemies that attack us. And then let's go ahead and, for S's and G's, we're just going to take another hallway fight. This is okay. I was figuring we might get one of these. Let's see if they're planning to attack. They are. We did get lucky and we got Immolate, so we're going to take 1 damage, kill both of them instantly, gain 6 hit points back, move on with our lives. I was kind of hoping for that fight. Oh, and that overlay at some point here. So we can exhaust non-attack cards to deal 16 damage. We can headbutt, which allows us to pull a card from the discard pile to the top of the deck. I don't really think we need either of these, so I'm going to skip. And we're going to upgrade. And I'm going to go ahead and start by upgrading. Feed Plus is probably really good to get early. I think I'm going to do Feed Plus, and we're going to upgrade Limit Break and True Grit in this run, because there's another, yeah, 1-2. We can just do a 1-2, grab those. Or we might take this Elite. But I think we're going to go upgrade again. We're going to smith the Limit Break, or sorry, the True Grit, so that we can get, both choose the card that we exhaust, as well as get more block. Now, I feel like an elite fight might be really scary. Like, we would take a ton of damage. It might be smarter just to upgrade another card. But relics are really powerful, so I think I'm going to risk it and have some more fun. This is scary. But we do have Immolate, so not the end of the world. I think I'm going to... I can start with a Reaper. It depends if we think we're going to cycle through the deck. I think I'm actually going to play Brutality. We could do this and try to draw into something like Immolate. Let's Offering here. Right, so what I can do is I can play Double Tap, Immolate, Feed, and probably, well, if I Double Tap, Immolate, I'll kill all of them in one turn. Okay, because that will deal, basically, Double Tap will play the next attack twice, right? So that would allow me to deal 42 damage to each of them, which is enough to kill all three right in one go. I'm wondering if there's a better way to do this. I could double tap Reaper, which would deal 8 to all of them, but then I'm going to be taking damage. I would love to get Feed here so that I can get more max hit points. Now the trick is, if I don't just take them all out right now, I probably stand to take way more damage, and I don't think that's going to be worth it, so I think I'm just going to double tap Immolate, and we're going to get basically a free... get all our hit points back and get the boot. The boot is pretty good, actually. For example, with Feed, that automatically upgrades it. Like, we don't have to upgrade, not Feed, with Reaper. We don't have to upgrade Reaper because the boot is going to take that 4 attack damage and bring it to 5, which is all you get for upgrading Reaper, right? So that's pretty nice. And then, like, there's might be some other cards like Pummel and some other things where they deal lots of like low damage, but lots of times the boot boosts it up quite a bit. So that's kind of a fun, might be some synergy there. And then I don't think we go Corruption. I think we actually Feel No Pain. That might give us some block generation with the way this deck is built. We're going to go ahead and open a chest. Question card basically just brings us back up to the standard 3, so that offsets the binary penalty here, which is pretty cool. We're only up to 103 gold, so I think I might say, well, let's check out what's in the shop. If it's anything good, we might buy it. If it's not, I can always skip it. Disarm is really good. Disarm is really good. So is Battle Trance. So is Pen Nib. I don't know. Strange Spoon would actually have been really nice in this deck. Evolve can be fun. Evolve can be really fun. I'm thinking either we remove the Pain here, or we buy the Disarm. The Disarm basically gives us... I think I'm going to buy the Disarm. That synergizes with Exhume, and it gives us another way to sort of scale and deal damage. We're going to try another Elite fight because we're crazy. Not deal damage. It gives us some more survivability, right? Because you can disarm, and that's a permanent loss to their strength. I think this turn, all I'm going to do is I'm going to play stuff that is going to, just to get it out of the deck. Now, Lagavulin here, or Lagavulin or whatever, he won't wake up, or they won't wake up until a few turns have gone by, or you deal enough damage to get through their block. So this gives us a chance to, like, really cycle up. Like, I can get Dark Embrace, I can get Brutality. And then we're going to kind of see on this next turn, if we've got a bunch of damage coming, we might just drop a bunch of damage on him. So, alright, let's see. So Barricade got upgraded, which is fun. If I had started with Berserk, I would have played it because we could have waited that out, right? But now it's way too risky because this guy hits like a Mack truck. So I'm going to... Let's just keep it simple. Barricade, end the turn. Now he's probably going to wake up. Yep. Now. So. Now what we're going to do. Okay. We could scale up with Demon Form. We could double tap. We're going to Flame Barrier for sure. And we're going to Disarm. We're going to take some damage. I'm going to Flame Barrier first. And then we're going to Disarm. And then we just do the feed, unfortunately, but that's fine. So he's dealing less damage, takes some damage, and now we just gotta try and dump as much damage as possible on him as fast as we can, right? So I could Limit Break to double my strength, but I don't know if I want to spend the energy to do that. We could simply Impervious here, which actually might not be a bad idea with Juggernaut and Barricade. What I might end up doing here actually is we're going to do that. We're going to go Impervious, Limit Break. I could have exhumed the Impervious. I gotta play a little slower. But now, since we have Barricade up, we're keeping all this block, which is really good. And now we've just got a ton of damage that we can output with Bludgeon Plus, because it got upgraded with Warped Tongs, which is super awesome. So what we're going to do, and I'm at +4 strength, so I'm going to go ahead and just Bludgeon here. Keep it simple. I don't want to Berserk again, same thing. I don't want to Offering, I don't want to lose the hit points if I don't have to. We're still got a bunch of damage. Now we're Siphon Soul, so we lose a strength in Dex, so all of our future... Dexterity basically is a modifier to any block you gain. So the -1 Dex kind of sucks. It's a pity we didn't get our True Grit here to get rid of the pain, but so it goes. So we totally block everything right now. So we could use this as an opportunity. I think what we're going to do is we're going to double tap Reaper and get back 14 hit points. So we almost full heal at the end of this. Pity I can't Limit Break a second time, but again, we're going to full block, and then we're cycling through the deck pretty fast, so we should be able to get back to like a Bludgeon or something and finish the fight. Actually, what we're going to do here is we are going to double tap Feed. Doesn't quite get the kill, which is very unfortunate. This potion... I could draw... The only thing I would want to draw into with the potion... Yeah, I don't want to waste the potion on that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to Flame Barrier. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. We're going to Feel No Pain and Flame Barrier. So we full block here. We deal him damage. Now, if we got like a double tap Feed, we would be able to kill him. He's down to 30 hit points. We full block. He's going to take more damage. And we're cycling into the Dex more. And actually, what we could do here is we could exhume the Reaper to get some more hit points back. We could also just Bludgeon to finish the kill, which is probably the smarter play. We can also yeah, I'm thinking if we were to get, let's not get too fancy. We're still gonna get 4 hit points back. That's gonna bring us back to 76, which is quite good. Maw Bank. Okay, Maw Bank is fun. What this means is we're not gonna be visiting any stores for a little while, because you gain 12 gold every time you climb a floor. Block Potion is good. That helps us in this deck. Pummel synergizes really nicely with the boot because it goes deal 2 damage 4 times to deal 5 damage 4 times, which is a pretty substantial upgrade. And we chose it. I was actually going to take the Impervious, but hey, sometimes you mean to right click and you left click instead. Good times. Off we go. So we're going to take a hallway fight. Well, let's take one of these. Maybe we get an event where we can remove... Yeah, we get a hallway fight, so there you go. I was thinking maybe we would get an event that would let us remove the curse that we've got, but we didn't, so here we are. This is an interesting one. I think actually what we're going to do is Inflame plus Offering. Quite what I was hoping for. If I had the energy, I would Barricade Impervious. I don't. I think what we can do is we can... Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna Impervious, Feel No Pain, Exhume Impervious, so that we get it back in the deck, and then we'll let these guys come attack us. It's a full block. We've gained 3 strength, so we're scaling up a little bit. It's a pity I wasn't able to get Barricade out to keep this block, but we can now Reaper. Reaper doesn't get the kill anywhere. Pummel is 20 damage. Pummel won't get the kill on the Louse. So the Louse, when he takes damage, rolls up and gains 7 block. So it would be 5 damage. He would roll up and gain 7 block, and then you deal 5 damage down to 2 block, 5 damage down to less stuff, etc. So you wouldn't get the kill here because the 7 block is more than 22. You deal 20 damage with the Pummel, that would actually bring him down to 2 hit points. That's unfortunate. 20 damage to this guy. Now, if I was to pummel Reaper, I would probably full heal. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Reaper, which gives me block. I'm going to pummel, which kills that guy and gives me more block. I am full healed. I'm blocking 6. This guy will give me a 4 damage, which I should be able to get back at the end of combat if I can get the kill coming in here. I might not be able to get the kill because it depends on if we're going to cycle through. He's going to block this turn, so I need to deal damage that I can't deal. So we're just going to limit break, and we're going to Berserk just so I have extra energy to try to deal as much damage as I can. I'm going to Brutality to try to cycle as fast as I can. The rest of it doesn't really matter. I think what we do actually is we're going to True Grit the Flame Barrier just to get it out so we can try to cycle back to some of our higher damaging cards faster. Because he's going to bounce and take all of our cash with him. So there we go. I can double tap, Immolate, and be good here. Oh, I might be able to get the kill with a Feed. Can I do a kill with Feed? If I Immolate, that's 34 damage. Yeah, I think what we do is we Immolate, and we Feed, and we finally get some max hit points up, which is awesome. Get our gold back, and another True Grit. I want to make sure I don't take too many cards. We only have one source of AoE, but it's a good source of AoE, which is Immolate. Leave could be nice for that reason, but I don't think we necessarily need it. I think we do one more True Grit, and then I think we be ballsy and we take another Elite fight, and we see what we've got. so here I can double tap Reaper. I'll take damage, but I will deal 10 damage to everybody, which seems like the way to go given the way this hand pulled. I could also Offering first. Take a risk, get more damage dealt to myself, but draw more cards and see if I get something. I'm going to do that. Because if I get the right card, yeah, I didn't. But if I was to get like an Immolate again, I could have double tapped Immolate and taken everything out and full healed. So, but now we've got a lot of hit points. So, I think I'm going to Brutality. I think I'm going to double tap Reaper. I think I'm then going to Flame Barrier, which will full block and also deal damage to that guy. And then we're going to cycle through to the next turn. Now these guys are nasty because they add dazes into the deck. A daze is a card that is unplayable, so it just clogs up your hand. But it's ethereal, which means at the end of the turn, it disappears. It's exhausted from your hand. That can synergize nicely with some of our powers that trigger stuff off exhaust. We have an upgraded demon form. We have an Immolate here. We're not going to play this because I don't think it's fast enough. I think what we're going to do is we're going to Immolate. And I'm going to feed on one of these guys to raise my max hit points and also get rid of some of the incoming damage. I'm not going to take Berserk because I don't want the vulnerability. And then we should be able to at least get one kill this turn, hopefully. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to True Grit the Pain. We're going to pummel this guy because we can. And what the hell, we'll disarm this guy again because we can. Now he had an artifact, so it doesn't do anything, but it gets it out of our deck. Because now we're going to start drawing into these dazed. I do have an Exhume Plus, thank you Warped Tongue. So we're going to Exhume Feed, and we're going to feed, and we're going to get more hit points, which is awesome. This would have been good to get earlier. It negates the next 2 curses you obtain. Fine. I'll take it. Speed Potion is good in boss fights, and... oh my. So dual wield... dual wield seems fun. Pommel Strike is also quite good. Especially if it's upgraded for cycling. Let's dual wield. That seems like an interesting... Now, it's only if you spend gold, so let's just pop in here. You know what? No, let's not. Let's be ballsy. Let's go here and take another elite fight. Maybe we get the Knob. We got the Knob. I was wondering when he was going to show up. So Gremlin Knob is going to give himself a buff. That means whenever he... basically, after he gets the buff, every time you play a skill for the rest of the combat, he's going to gain strength. Now, we just picked up dual wield, and this is where it's going to actually come into play. I'm going to dual wield Inflame, and then I'm going to play both of these to gain 6 strength. And since I'm not going to Offering, I don't think I need to. 6 strength is pretty good. Now he's all mad. He's a salty, salty boy. Okay, I didn't get the limit break, but that's fine. I got Berserk Plus, which is 2 vulnerable, which I do not want to play against this guy. We're going to... limit break. Let's see. I'm going to Feel No Pain, limit break, and then I'm going to pummel for a ton of damage. Now he gained some strength there, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to take damage, but he also took a ton of damage, and we're going to bludgeon and get the kill. Hit points back, not the end of the world. Gold, the Frozen Egg, very nice. Whenever I add a power, we upgrade it. Skill Potion, random skill, I think... I think I'd rather have the speed potion for an emergency than the skill potion. We don't have a ton of... Yeah, I think we're going to take the skill potion, and then we're going to come here and... Oh, armaments is fun. Clothesline is also fun. An extra... And a source of weak is probably something that the deck wants. Does it need anything? The risk is the more your deck grows... Obviously, the harder it is to get to the cards you want. I think... Clothesline makes sense because weak is really powerful. But I think we might actually just skip. I think we might skip. I think we're going to come here. We're going to keep the deck trimmed. We're going to smith. What are we going to smith? I think we're going to smith Limit Break, like we said earlier. I think we just want either that or our other True Grit. Both are good, but I think Limit Break Plus is going to let us scale like crazy, and then we're going to fight the Hexaghost. So let's see. Hopefully we get Demon Form. No, of course not. We did get Barricade though. Definitely going to play. I wish I had Offering this turn actually. I think I'm going to draw cards. Okay, not exactly what I was hoping for, but I think that might have actually, well, I think we Demon Form for the scaling, and then we kind of see where we go. It's a pity we didn't get our Inflame, but now we're going to take a bunch of damage here, like a bunch of damage. Not much we can do about it. What we can do is we can Flame Barrier. I think we Flame Barrier for sure, which is good because he's going to do this 6 times, which is a ton of damage. This might be really good to play, but I think Limit Break is only another 2 strength right now, which is good. Might not be as good as this for extra survivability. This is really the big hit though. I think I might be able to just kill him really fast if I just do that. So we're just going to try to quickly scale up and get a ton of strength and just hit him really hard. So we just took a ton of damage, but we are going to full heal after this combat, so not the end of the world. And as you can see now we're up to 6 strength, so our pummel is dealing a lot more damage. He's not hitting for very much. You begin to see the sort of the synergy with pummel. I could bludgeon for 38. Pummel plus is 8 times 5. 8 times 5, fam, help me out, is going to be 40. So this is strictly better than this, and I can Fiend Fire potentially or play something else. So we're going to pummel. Technically, I probably should have Dark Embraced first, but whatever. I think I could also exhaust these cards, which will speed through our deck faster. I don't know if I want to exhaust Bludgeon, but 13 damage for each exhausted card is 1, 2, 3 times 13 is going to be 39 damage. 39 damage is pretty good. It's also more than the Bludgeon, and is less cost, so I don't really want this or this, so let's go ahead and Fiend Fire, lean the deck out, deal more damage. We're going to take some damage, but that's okay. We've got a block potion in an emergency. The strength continues to grow. Pain sucks here, actually. We're going to... Man. Alright, it's a real shame that I have nothing else with Double Tap Plus. This pain sucks. I could Exhume Pummel and Double Tap Pummel. We're going to take some hit point damage from the pain, but we're going to do this. We're going to Exhume Pummel. We're going to, next 2 attacks, we're going to Double Tap Pummel. Quite a bit of damage there. I could Offering and maybe go for the kill, but I don't think it's worth the damage I'm going to take for that. So we're just going to end Maybe we didn't have 2 attacks because we could have like double tapped twice, which would have been nice. Okay. Well, that's nice. I think what we're gonna do. I can't dual wield Reaper. Although this might let me play Reaper another time in the combat, which is not the worst thing in the world. I think actually the smarter play is going to be to True Grit the Brutality here, and then play the Reaper to get some hit points back and to deal some more damage. And this fully blocks. You're gonna let her burn, but so it goes. Okay. It immolates 33 damage, which is the kill. Because we're gonna full heal, let's just for fun play the Limit Break and then play the 45 damage immolate. So you can see with Limit Break, especially if the deck gets nice and lean, how that really lets us scale up to just deal a ton of damage. Attack Potion, fine, and adding a card. Here's another one. I mean, we don't need a Barricade Plus because we have a Barricade. Another Bludgeon might be nice if we get more hit points or more energy. Another Limit Break just seems funny, but is probably not... I don't know if it makes more... Since we already have upgraded Limit Break, I don't think adding another one to the deck... It just means it's going to take longer to cycle through. We might take the Bludgeon here. Just for another source of massive damage. Especially it's energized with double tap. Yeah, because you can get basically it for free. I think we Bludgeon. And then we gotta see what our relic is. Okay. So Tiny House just gives you some random crap. None of it's bad, but none of it's amazing. It's kind of all-rounder. The Empty Cage lets you remove 2 cards from your deck, which might be the way to go. Sozu gives me an extra energy, but I can't take potions anymore. I think that would probably be okay. I can probably get away with that, but the Empty Cage, like Empty Caging... I think we do the Empty Cage here. I think we Empty Cage and we get rid of Berserk, which we don't like. And we're going to get rid of the Pain. And that gets rid of a curse, that gets rid of something else, and that leans our deck back down to 24 so we cycle through it faster. Not having the extra energy kind of stinks, but I don't think it's the end of the world. That may not have been the right call, but what the hell, we'll find out. So, these guys. Now, if this wasn't dual wield, but was instead double tap, we probably would have gotten a kill turn 1, which would have been fun. As it stands, I think what we're going to do is we're going to immolate. And we're going to True Grit. I don't want to exhaust anything. I might have wanted to dual wield the immolate actually. But they wouldn't have cycled back. I think we can probably live without the dual wield. I'd rather keep the Exhume. And that at least blocks 9 of the 10 incoming damage. Now, these guys will always take gold from you, even if you block. So, bear that in mind. Let's see. Another turn where we're not really going to be able to block all the incoming damage. We could... And we could Offering here and see if we draw through to something like Reaper. But I don't want to do that. I think what I want to do instead is I want to Inflame. I want to Limit Break. I want to True Grit away. Oh, that was the run that wasn't upgraded. Right, so I was going to... Either one of these would have been fine, but there you go. So we're going to block, you know, all but 14 of the incoming damage. So we're going to block 7 of the 20 incoming damage, which is not great. But we do have the Reaper coming. And we have Strength gain. So that, as we can... there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to double tap the Reaper and get the kill. Almost get the kill, but we're going to full heal. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage coming in. I probably should have Impervious instead. We're going to drink this. And we're going to Sword Boomerang because we get to play it twice, and it's, yeah, there we go, with the double tap. And then we don't take any damage. We get a Gambler's Brew, which is really nice. And, I mean, Entrench is pretty good. So Twin Strike is really good with Strength Gain, which we've got. Cleave is another source of AoE, and it's already upgraded, which is cool. I don't have enough block for... I feel like, I don't know if Entrench... I think maybe we Twin Strike. Just because it lets us... our strength scaling hit even harder. Or we might just skip it. I don't know if we need any of these. I don't know if there's any obvious synergies here. Like I said, aside from the Twin Strike, or I mean, even again, Cleave is good AoE clear. And it deals a lot of damage. Let's take the Cleave Plus. And let's take an event. Let's see what we got. The library. Oh, this is a good one. We can heal, which you don't need to. We can read and choose a card to add to the deck. A Metallicized Plus could be really nice for us. A Whirlwind could be nice. Whirlwind seems like the way to go over the Metallicized Plus, honestly. Whirlwind's really good. Especially if you can scale up energy and stuff, you can deal a lot of damage. If you find something, or are able to buy something like an ice cream or whatever, I've seen that be pretty devastating. Let's take... all the way fine. We don't really need cards. Let's take another event and see what we get. Ah, okay. We have the weird... I think this gives us... it's going to give us a relic. So we're going to read it. And we're going to take damage. This tells the story of Niao, who's the giant whale lady that we saw at the beginning of the run. The Ancient of Resurrection. So you kind of get a sense... the lore in this game is very sparse, but you can kind of see now that if the Ancient of Resurrection, Niao, is the one that you first talk to, it's like she's continuously resurrecting you to make these runs to accomplish some sort of goal, which I think with all of the new stuff they added by version 1.0 is finally defeating the true heart of the Spire. So she seeks vengeance and blesses outsiders using them for her own purposes. Oh boy, feeling all weak and tired. Those resurrected remember only fragments of their past selves, cursed to fight for eternity. Old wounds begin to reopen. We're going to take 10 damage, but we get the book. We get the Necronomicon. This is actually really nice for us. We're going to get a curse. That's going to be negated by the Necronomic curse. This should be negated by Omamori, which is nice. And first attack played each turn. It costs 2 or more, is played twice. We've got a number of attacks like Bludgeon, Fiendfire, Immolates, Reapers in here somewhere, another Bludgeon. I think this might work on Whirlwind potentially. It's played twice, so that's really good synergy. The curse is negated. This worked out well, even though we took a whole bunch of damage. How will we retain our memories? It's a very good question. Let's take another event. And it's going to be a combat against this guy, the Chosen. Nasty piece of work. We're going to, we can't double tap Bludgeon, unfortunately. That's when I wish we would have had the extra energy. I don't see a reason to barricade. We're going to double tap the Reaper Plus. It's not a ton of damage. But with the book, that's played twice. The double tap played twice. So that's 15 hit points, almost a full heal. And 15 damage to this guy. So I think that worked out well. I can always exhume it if I need more hit points back later. Whirlwind is leaving me 15 damage here. I think we might actually want to scale. I could deal 11 damage. I could also Offering Whirlwind, which would be another 10 damage, 25, which still doesn't seem all that great. I think we just... because he's going to hit us with a nasty curse right now. So, the hell. Let's just start scaling up so we can try and get rid of him faster. He's going to Hex us. So we play a non-attack card, we're going to get Daze. That starts to get really scary as we go. I could dual wield Inflame. Don't think we need to. I might just Fiend Fire this and get rid of all of these. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is going to be 37 damage, which is about half of his current hit points. A little less than half his current hit points. This Dual Wield Plus hasn't felt as good as I've wanted it to. But no. I think maybe what we do is we could full block this. No, I think we're just going to Fiend Fire, and we're just going to try and get rid of everything. Oh, plus it's going to get played twice because of the Necronomicon. But because there's no cards left, it doesn't really help us. But it's going to cycle through our deck faster. Pardon me. Okay, that's a big old swing coming in. Big old smacky smack. Big old smackerino. That's not great. However, we're going to Immolate plus and get it twice with the Necronomicon and get the kill. So, all's well that ends well. Took a little bit more damage there than we really wanted to, but I think we kind of came out even with the Reaper from the previous event, so what the heck. And we're going to skip all this. Let's see what this store has to offer. Got almost 400 gold, so if it's got good stuff... Oh, it does. Right, so Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0. We've got a lot of powers. This, I think, is definitely going to be the pickup. An Entrench. Yeah, I think we're going to Mummified Hand for sure. And then I think we can't get the Oddly Smooth Stone with it, which is fine. I think then what we're going to do... Fire Breathing is fun. We don't have a ton of attacks to really make it worth it. It does synergize, but is there anything we don't want in the deck? Is there anything that seems to be dead weight at this point? Let's call that good. I don't really think we need anything else. Do we take an elite and then upgrade? Sure. Now the elites can be pretty scary on this floor. These guys are pretty scary, for example. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be a little bit rough. I think... If I don't have anything to get Necronomicon out, I could Impervious to full block. 16 block is not gonna do much. This guy you want to kind of hurt pretty fast. I think what we're gonna want to do is I think we're gonna want to Impervious here. I think we Impervious, and then I think we actually dual wield Feed. And just get another Feed into the deck and see if we can cycle back around to it. This will fully block, but we're going to get weakened, which is unfortunate. We're going to get a wound, and then we're going to take a bunch of damage. So, do I want to Demon Form? I could Demon Form double Reaper. It's not going to be because of the Necronomicon. It's not going to be a ton of damage. And that would only work if I Offering. Do I want to take the damage here? Let's Offering. Let's see what we get. Okay. So the Whirlwind's only going to deal... not going to deal a lot of damage. I don't think that's great. I think what we could do... we just accept we're going to take a bunch of damage. I think what we do is maybe we go Feel No Pain. Ah, right. I forgot about Mummified Hand. We definitely Demon Form for free now. Let's Dark Embrace for free. Let's Brutality for free. Let's Inflame for free. Let's Reaper for free with the boot. That worked out nicely. Let's Whirlwind. Thank you, Boot. I forgot about you. Oh my god, we nearly got the full kill off that. Oh. It's so unfortunate that there's not a way we could have just gotten the full kill off that. Oh my god, we were so close. If I had any more strength. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna take a boatload of damage. I don't see... And I don't have any energy left. I could block potion here. Who's our boss? This guy. Okay, I think that's the Guardian, I'm pretty sure. Probably want the block potion for that guy, actually. I think we're just gonna sit here and unfortunately be sad that we were so very close. Now, Entangled really sucks because it means we can't attack. Which is really the only thing we want to do. Because we could get all these kills. This guy is the worst. We're going to, Damn. Let's, man. I don't know if there's any reason to barricade, frankly. I think maybe we just go Juggernaut. Sure. We'll True Grit. We get one kill, which is nice with the Juggernaut, so that worked out nicely. Okay, we're only gonna take 3 points of damage. Not the end of the world. The Juggernaut does give us some nice stuff here. Because I'm feeling spiteful, we're going to Limit Break, Immolate for a lot of damage. So we took more than we really wanted to there. So it goes. Regal Pillow is nice, gives us extra hit points on resting, which we're probably not going to do before the boss, but we'll see. Liquid Bronze. I think we get Liquid Bronze in place of that. That's a really nice ability. Flex, there's no reason for. Armaments Plus could be really useful. We've got a lot of cards that are nice when upgraded. And since Armaments is already upgraded, that's good. It's another source of block, which we don't really have a lot of. I think we take that. I think, is there anything we really want to upgrade? This is the question, viewers. We could... Do I have 2 dual wields? Oh, no. The upgrade, that was just from the tongs that got upgraded. Honestly, I could upgrade the True Grit. That's probably worth doing, but we have other opportunities to do that. I think maybe we, I think we get risky and we find another elite and see if we get another cool Regal Pillow. This guy is super scary. Okay. Okay, alright. Hubris. Thy name is Jandor. Really wish I had one more energy, man. Let me tell you. I don't think it's worth double tapping the Reaper here. This is going to deal 5 damage because of the boot twice. Now I could inflame and have it deal 7 damage twice, which would heal us all the way back up. Well, not all the way back up, but it would give us some healing that we sorely need. I think I could alternately inflame, double tap, cleave, and deal 22 damage to this guy, plus 3, plus 6, so 28 damage, which might be the way to go. Just get it out faster, and then wait for this to cycle back. I think we do that. I think we inflame. We got the double tap for free. That's a pity that didn't hit the Reaper. That's really a shame. Well, if we're definitely gonna play the double tap, and the question is, do we get this for the heal, or do we deal to 28 damage? If we're not gonna be blocked, because we could also block, but then if we blocked, we would lose the Reaper, which we might want to cycle back through later. I think we probably just do this. Because this is going to be like 3 times played. Right, and 7 and 3 is 21. So it's, yeah, actually it was less damage overall, but it heals us back for as much as he's going to hit us for, so I think that worked out. Now we're going to get a wound, which is unfortunate, but so it goes. Now, barricade plus, okay. I think what we do here is anything that Mummified Hand hits is good in this circumstance. Let's barricade plus. That actually worked out. And then we'll get 1 whirlwind. We're going to take 12, but it's fine because we have the barricade, so it's going to stay with us. And I think that will really pay off over time. We're going to armaments plus. We're going to feel no pain, which, very nice. Lets us immolate. Now, the Necronomicon wouldn't proc on that, unfortunately. I could offering here. Let's offering. We draw 5 cards, which is really good. We've got our hit. We got that back. I think we're going to Juggernaut plus. We're going to exhume. I could exhume Impervious. And then I think we're going to dual wield the Bludgeon for later. The Impervious didn't cycle back around. That'll give us another. It would have been nice to play that this turn, but happens. Okay. We're going to Brutality plus. We're going to Disarm. That's actually really good here. I don't want to feed anyway, so I'm just going to Demon Form because we're fully blocking. And then we're going to... Probably not going to get the feed, so let's just True Grit. Clear that out. Get more block, get more damage, synergize all that. With Juggernaut and Feel No Pain. Alright, so we're going to take damage from this. We're going to... Armaments plus the True Grit. Do we play the True Grit? We limit break no matter what here, right? But then it's just a matter of whether we want to armaments the True Grit or pummel. Let's do this. More damage, more block. Let's pummel. So that's a ton of damage. Oh, he's so close. Alright, it's fine. I'm only going to take 16. Next round, we should be able to get the kill. On the stabby book. Alright. Starting a combat with an additional energy is nice for us. We're not going to take any of this stuff. We're going to pop into a store. Got 200 gold. Let's see if there's anything we want to get. Bag of marbles. Yes, please. Bag of marbles lets every enemy starts vulnerable at the start of each combat, which if we get the right draw is really good to just speed through this deck. Ancient tea set is kind of nice, so we're actually just going to make use of that here. We're going to smith, let's see, disarm. Disarm plus is probably really good. So is Whirlwind plus. Because that's like a major source of damage we can do. And then I think we could upgrade something else. Or we could just rest. I don't think we need... I think if anything we rest before the boss. I think we might upgrade another card here. Actually, I should have taken that event. Well, I can get another event here. Let's smith up the disarm. And then we're going to take an event, because I don't really need cards. I don't want to take Hallway Fire. And we get this guy. So we get fight anyway. Alright. Let's see. We're going to start by playing Feel No Pain. We're going to disarm. We're going to jug. I'm not going to do a 15 damage. Maybe I should have just fiend fired, honestly. Wasn't really thinking. I probably should have just done that. I might have been able to, because he's vulnerable, I might have been able to just end it right away. Let's offering then. Draw cards. So this would be 15 for each. This would be 45 damage, which is quite a bit. But I think instead we're going to inflame, play a demon form for free. We're going to play a cleave for free, and we're going to save the fiend fire for later. All right. Let's see. We are going to. I would love to double tap bludgeon, but I can't. However, I just get the kill if I do this because I get the Necronomic book. Yeah, even with him being meleeable. So I think that was probably okay. Swift potion. Let's take that over Gambler's Brew. We're gonna skip that. We're going to come here and see if we get an event. Line of hooded figures. Murder, murder, murder. Caw, caw, caw. So I could smash and grab and get 99 gold, or I could get the Ritual Dagger. The Ritual Dagger is fun because if it kills an enemy, it permanently increases its damage. I feel like this is kind of late in the run to pick it up, and we haven't been having a lot of luck reliably getting back to it, so we're just going to take the gold and go to a store. Maybe we get something better. Metallicized Plus is kind of a nice synergy. Avajra is actually also nice. Unplayable status cards can be played, which is nice. What is this? 50... Oh man, am I 1 gold shy of buying both of these? I think I'm 1 gold shy of buying both of those. Starting with 1 strength is just more ways to kind of front load all of our damage. I think we're going to want to do that, and yeah, I'm 1 gold away from buying Metallicized Plus. Game is hard, friends. We're going to just rest so we go into this combat full healed. I don't think there's anything else I really needed to upgrade in the deck. And I want to make sure that I have enough, because we don't block reliably. This guy's really scary because he's going to do like these hyper big attacks and other shit that just does a lot of damage right away, so I want to kind of save on that. We're actually going to start with a Feel No Pain, play a Juggernaut, play a free one of these. I'm going to Offering here because I've got a lot of stuff. I'm going to Fiend Fire all of this stuff, get a lot of damage, and unfortunately Necronomicon didn't trigger twice. It triggers twice, but Fiend Fire doesn't really work for that. So we've dealt him a pretty solid amount of damage, cleared out a lot of our deck, and gained some block that's going to go away. Now the disarm doesn't work on him because he's got these artifacts, right? So, but we at least kind of step down through it. Now. I think we don't need a Reaper. I think what we're going to do is we're going to Immolate. Yeah, we're going to Immolate because we get to play that twice. I don't want to exhaust a random card. I think I'm just going to... Man. Because if it exhausts Impervious or Barricade, I really should have upgraded this. If it exhausts Barricade, fine. If it exhausts Reaper, if it exhausts Impervious, might be worth... Now, I could just block Potion here. I could also see... We've got 1 energy left, which is not enough. Only got the 1 strength. It's only 9 damage, so I might be able to kill 1 if I was able to draw into Whirlwind, right? But I also might be able to draw... Yeah, nothing here I actually would want to draw. I don't think we want to draw. I think... We True Grit and hope it... Yeah, Barricade, fine. Not great, but I can always exhume it. And that also dealt more damage to a random person, so that's good. Oh, and they've trapped my feed. Well, we can't feed minions anyway. This is an easy one. I think we're just going to double tap Whirlwind. With the synergy with Necronomicon and everything. Could have limit braked there for another point of strength, but whatever. I wanted to get the damage out. Now we're not really scaling because we didn't get our demon form and stuff, which is kind of unfortunate, but well. Alright, we're going to really hope this hits demon form. It did not. Going to armaments here. We are going to True Grit. I think the bludgeon is going to give us more defense. Really a shame I have no way to play that. That would have been nice. I could have just played it, but I was kind of gambling with the mummified hand, because it had gotten me more strength overall. Double Immolate is probably the way to go. That's a lot of damage there, and then Hummel. We're going to take some damage, but it's fine because we got some block, and he's only blocking and gaining strength this turn, which is still really scary. This is what I was talking about. This is the Hyper Beam attack, which is super spooky. And of course, I got no attacks this round. Wild. Alright. We're going to Demon Form. And of course, we Demon Form and we get double tap. I could have just limit braked. Probably what I should have done. We'll just take the damage. It's okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have played Demon Form. I should have. I think that's something else. We've still got a block potion. We were able to take that. Now he's going to be dazed. So now we can do... There's a shame there's no way to like get the feed here. That would have been really appropriate. Well, I think we just bludgeon. So, easy peasy, boss is done. Again, I don't need another limit break, I don't need any of these. The synergy in this deck is kind of lacking. Runic Cube, whenever you lose hit points, draw a card is nice. Potions always appear, could be nice. I don't want 5 more cards. I think we're going to take the Runic Cube, because that will help us cycle through the deck faster, which is actually quite good. I'm a big fan of that. Let's see. Okay. Pick a door, any door. So these guys are super scary. Orb walkers are nasty. Let's see if we have Anne. All right. Let us armaments, inflame, feel no pain, demon form. I'm actually going to offering here, which will let me draw a bunch of cards. We're going to double bludgeon. I don't know if that's still active. I think we're going to do it though. I think we double bludgeon. It is. And that's a kill. Oh yeah. Don't need the regen potion. A Pummel Plus might be worth adding. That's about it. Any other stores on this floor? Yeah, they're all up there. Let's save the money for another store. Let's take an event. A shrine to an ancient spirit. I'm going to desecrate the shrine to get more gold and negate the curse, because that negates the curse. I'm an asshole. These guys. Okay. If we get Whirlwind... No, we didn't get the stuff we want. That's fine. That's unfortunate. So, barricade. Don't want to barricade. I think we're just going to cleave flame barrier. And I guess I had 1 extra energy, right, for the lantern. So we're just going to True Grit here to get some more. That's fine. This will full block us. They're going to take damage. They all took a boatload of damage. And now we see if we get something fun like Whirlwind Plus. Which we did. Or we just Immolate Plus and get the kill with Necronomicon. Done and done. Back to full hit points. This is starting to work out pretty nicely. I could finally get my Entrench. This skin has some synergy with Impervious and Barricade, but that's or Barricade in general. I don't know if it's worth the extra card slot. Havoc is kind of fun, but risky. I don't know if there's more we need, honestly. I don't want to get rid of Dual Wield. That hasn't really helped us out. I think we skip. I don't think we need anything. I think we take this event. What the hell? Are you ready? Of course you are. Alright, what do we get on the wheel? The wheel of misfortune, friends. You don't have the Amamori anymore. Oh. You can remove a card from your deck. And you have to remove a card from your deck. So, to that point, yeah. Dual Wield hasn't really helped us that much. It feels like a dead draw whenever I get it. Maybe that's because I'm not using it right, but we're going to do this. Let's take another event. The store. Okay. Oh, the ice cream. Yep. Okay. We're going to do... Applying Vulnerable whenever you break block is also real good. I think we ice cream here because it conserves energy between turns, which is really nice. And we Metallicize Plus. And that's going to be our fight, and we're going to take an Elite. The Reptomancer is really scary. You want to kill the daggers as fast as possible, because basically what happens on this fight is they'll deal damage to start, they'll probably add a wound to you, and then the next turn they deal even more damage. It's like triple the damage. And she's going to summon more of them, so you're going to have like up to 3 floating daggers, and then she hits like a Mack truck. So all that together is pretty spooky. Okay, spooky, ooky, ooky. We're going to Inflame. We're going to for sure play a free limit break. We are going to for sure play Whirlwind Plus twice and nearly get a full kill on turn 1. That seems pretty good, friends. So if I draw anything like Bludgeon, if I draw a Bludgeon next turn, for example, this game is over, and I did, and it is. The Red Skull, when your hit points is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. This can be fun if you actually want to play risky and really get and play with your hit point total, which I don't think we really are going to necessarily, but let's get an Evolve Plus because it's kind of a fun... It's also synergized with Mummified Hand. It's a very power heavy deck. And we're not fighting... So, I probably should have checked this first. This boss, Domu and Donu or whatever, is nice because it's good for us. We have a lot of powers in this deck. One of the bosses gains strength every time you play a power, so that would have been really spooky. But anything we want to upgrade. Pummel might be worth upgrading. Exhume is probably worth upgrading. Demon Form might be worth upgrading, just to guarantee it. But I think we're going to go here and see if we get a cool relic or something. Aha! Okay. So I forget exactly what this relic does. There's a special relic you get if you do this fight. This fight is actually really scary. It's like probably more dangerous than some elite fights. But we're going to try it. We're going to fight these sentries, and we're going to see how this goes. So we're definitely going to Inflame here. We're going to Barricade, because we get it for free. We're not going to Fiend Fire. I'm going to go ahead and Brutality Plus here. And then we're going to double Whirlwind for a shit ton of damage. And get the full kill. So there you The bird-faced urn. Whenever you play a power, heal 2 hit points, that actually synergizes really well with this deck. We're going to get another disarm plus, and that's going to probably round out our deck at 30 cards. We don't need to... We're going to get another event. What the hell? Okay, we're going to fight... Okay, upgrading all cards, but you can no longer heal is kind of scary. It's fun, but it doesn't really give us any synergy with the Warp Tongs. I don't need to do that. I think we're going to fight a boss from... Yep, and this is actually a good boss for us. We're going to get a nice rare relic here. Rare relic. Well, relic. Rare relic. Armament plus. Feel no pain plus. Inflame plus. Juggernaut plus. True Grit to deal some damage to him. Okay, or after the True Grit, rather. We're going to... Or True Grit after the Barricade. Okay, so we've gained some goops. We're going to evolve, which will let us disarm. I could Dark Embrace. Yeah, we'll Dark Embrace here, because that'll make this 0 with the Mummified Hand. We're going to pummel. Ah, it's a shame. We're going to True Grit. I could Offering here. He's not going to split yet. It might be worth... Oh, what the hell? Let's have some fun. We're going to Offering. This might not have been the best play. We still, I think, have Necronomicon. Actually... I think we just Immolate. Yeah, that's a really nice split. And whatever, we'll just play that because we can. That actually is a trick. If you have something like the Pen Nib, like there's certain cards that or relics where you play attacks and they charge up. Even if playing a 0 damage strike or a whirlwind like that can charge those up. So that's kind of a fun thing I've seen people do and picked up on. We're going to go Brutality just to make something free. We're going to Barricade to make something free. We're going to... I could just get a kill... 15 damage. I think we just get the kill. Fortunately, we can't get the attack onto this guy with the Necronomicon, or Necronomicon rather, but... Okay. 6 damage 5 times is 30 damage, which gets the kill. Is there a way I can get a feed off of this? I think I could Reaper for 9, 18, and then feed. And get max hit points. The Dead Branch. So Dead Branch is something that a lot of streamers I've seen really, or the chats really crow about. When you exhaust a card, you add a random card into your hand. We have a lot of ways to exhaust cards. Not a ton. If we had a Corruption, this gets even sillier because then you can kind of like infinitely chain. So let's see. Liquid Bronze. I think, you know, let's keep the block potion. What do we get? Drop kick. No, we're gonna skip. But now we know if we see like a Corruption, that might be something we synergize and take. The Dreamcatcher, when we rest, we can add a card to our deck, which is kind of fun. We're gonna take another Elite Fight because we're crazy. We got the Big Spooky Head. Big Spooky Head is big and spooky and a head. So, you know, all those are good things. We're gonna really hope... Let's see, we're gonna Demon Form. And then we're gonna Brutality and hope the Brutality hits the Barricade, which it did, which is awesome. And we're going to actually go ahead and Flame Barrier here. And that's gonna give us, yeah, some block that we can now stack up with the Barricade. We're gonna lose the Flame Barrier. So the thing with the big giant head. Okay, so Giant Head does this thing where he starts counting down, right? As he counts down, he's going to start... When he gets to 0, he starts dealing increasing amounts of damage, and it's a lot of damage. It gets really scary, so you want to try and deal a lot of damage quickly. The interesting thing is every time you play a card, he takes 10% more damage from attacks. So if there's ways for you to like really play lots of cards in your hand, which we're going to do with like, for example, we're going to play Inflame. We're going to play a 0-cost Metallicize. We're going to play a an Evolve for one. We're going to play a Limit Break. Unfortunately, it didn't hit this. That's okay. That would have been really nice. We're going to play this. We don't have anything to exhume, but that's alright. And then we're going to kind of get all that up. If it hit the Bludgeon with one of the... and with the Ice Cream, we're actually conserving energy. So that's something I got to remember I've got, because that's a really important thing. It can set you up for things like these Whirlwind turns to be really, really scary. Or really powerful, rather. So that might be the play, right? I could Whirlwind for 15 times 5, which is going to be... I'm bad at math. 45 and 30. I think that's like 75 damage. So 75 damage is a lot. And it would, I think, hit twice because of that. I don't think there's a better play here. I could get more powers out. I could also Impervious just to really jank up my business. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. Let's do this. Mummifies Hands Disarm. We're going to Feel No Pain. We're going to Disarm. Very nice. That Dead Branches is giving us some cards too now. We're going to Impervious. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes the fun. Here we go. Wow, okay. This is going to be interesting. So now I could double tap for 66. I could also pummel if this is 40 and it exhausts. Let's pummel. Let's Thunderclap. Pummel. Brutality. We're going to... Oh, it's just, I'm going to see how much I keep doing. We're going to True Grit. The Anger, unfortunately. We're going to Offering. Because I freaking can. We're going to... Man, do I Armaments Plus here? I think we Juggernaut. Play a free Disarm Plus. Sure, we'll play a Whirlwind that does nothing. Wow, man, if I had a way to gain energy and get one of these attacks off. So it goes. We got 78 block. That was kind of fun. I don't know if it was the most optimal thing, but it was entertaining. I'm still relatively new to the game compared to some of the people that are like really talented that stream on Twitch. So part of the fun I have playing the game is really trying to like experiment and see what happens when you try different crazy combinations of things. I think I could Inflame here. I could double tap. I can't double tap Bludgeon. I could Burning Pact. Let's Inflame for sure. Fortunately, it grabbed double tap, which doesn't help me. We're gonna Burning Pact one of the Exhumes. That's interesting. I think what we could do, we could Armaments Plus. That doesn't really do much for us. Is there anything I want to exhume? I could exhume an Offering, but we just don't have a lot of energy. I think what we're gonna do is just let this go. Yeah, and then we're gonna kind of see how what we draw into here. Okay, Limit Break for certain. That's a lot of damage. It's 48 damage. 57 to all enemies twice. 46 damage for each exhausted card. Hey, guess what, buddy? Boom. Alright. First time you lose hit points, draw 3 cards. That's also nice. We're not going to worry about the regen potion. Seeing red, actually, spot weakness are also both good. We'll do a seeing red. I could go to the store and then fight another elite, or I could fight an elite and then go to the store and then fight another elite, which is what we're going to do. Relics for days. This guy is the worst. Alright, so the nemesis here is appropriately named. He deals a lot of damage, and every other turn, what the nemesis is, I don't know why I say he, it's like a ghostly death apparition with a scythe. They, on every other turn, go intangible, which means they only take 1 damage from every attack you do. So you want to kind of stagger your stuff. It can be pretty tricky to accomplish. I hate this guy. But I think we'll be okay. Fingers crossed. What we're going to do here is we could start double tap Whirlwind Plus. It might be worth disarming and then doing that. So if I do this and then I could do all 3, and then I might get like a triple whirlwind out of it, which might be worth the play. 3 strength is pretty good, so I think we're going to do this. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. Yep. Wasn't going to be enough for a kill, but I wanted to try to get a lot of damage out because we had the vulnerable, but I knew I wasn't going to get the kill, so I wanted to also reduce the incoming damage as much as I could. 3 strength off this guy is pretty spicy. So now he's going to deal just an unfortunate amount of damage. Fine, we've got 3 energy. I know for sure I want to impervious. Let's seeing red. Let's metallicize and see if we get something fun for free. That was not the one, friends. Brutality. Free barricade. Free impervious, impervious there for sure. We're going to definitely, might as well just limit break now. I don't have any other way to gain strength. Might as well just do it. Limit break. We're going to disarm him again. We're going to evolve. Let's true grit the cleave. We could do evolve. We're not really going to get status cards. Let's just true grit the evolve. 1 week. We're going to pummel. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, that's really good. I did not realize that the boot works with intangible. That is insane. That's real good. Oh wow, I never knew that worked that way. Okay, that's super cool. Alright, let's see if we can kind of move this along and get to our end game here. I think we have the kill just by bludgeoning. Well, no we don't. Not right away, unfortunately. I could offering here. I could fiend fire. If I were to offering, the idea would be to try to see if I could get the bonus. Let's see. I'm gonna get 6 hit points back. That would give you the full health. I fully block. I think we just double bludgeon and don't worry about it. We'll take no damage. I think he's gonna deal a boatload of damage on this. No, he's not going to. It's fine. I think we're going to I already have barricades. That doesn't help me. We could just, let's just be bad-mannered. We're going to disarm him some more so he deals 0 damage. Barricade for no reason to regain health. Drop kick him because BM. And gain more metallicize. Take no damage. And then get the kill, hopefully on this turn. Yeah, with a pummel. Alright. Calipers. Okay, so this is kind of fun. At the start of your turn, to lose 15 block rather than all of your block. Doesn't really super synergize, but I mean, it's a nice alternative to Barricade if you can't play Barricade. 3 weak might actually be better than block. Okay. I don't want any of those. We're going to check this store out. Playing a little bit faster since we're kind of getting towards the end game here, and I think I've kind of talked a lot about what my thought process is. Happy Flower is good for us. Is there another store? There's not. This is the last store. So this is where we spend whatever gold we have. Full heal and 7 max 8 hit points. Max hit points. I could Strawberry Happy Flower. I don't really want any more cards. The bomb isn't very good. That's kind of fun, but not great. That's kind of fun. I think we just do a Happy Flower and a Strawberry. 7 additional hit points. Every 3 turns we gain an energy, which is nice. And then because we're crazy, we're going to take another elite fight and fight the giant head again. Cool. Alright, giant head. We're going to play Brutality. We're going to play a free cleave. We're going to play double tap. We're going to bludgeon 3 times. And he's going to be hurt. Now he's going to deal us some damage. 13 damage, so it goes. Going to be drawing some cards and all that good stuff. Lots of cards drawn. Okie dokie. Wow. Okay. Well, I think I could. I've got Whirlwind coming. So I could just hold out for Whirlwind. I could Fiend Fire here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Times 8. Only 72. It's not going to kill it. And then I lose all this stuff. That's Armament Plus. Italicize. Play a free disarm. Play a regular disarm. Play an intimidate. Not that it matters too much. Just to proc Burnt Dead Branch. Okay, so he's gonna hit me with weakened. He's gonna try to hit me with something else. We're just going to demon form. And we're going to bludgeon. And we're going to pummel. And we're going to be done. So I don't want to be weakened anymore. Now we're going to start gaining strength. The demon form hasn't really been all that necessary as far as I've been seeing. Alright, we're definitely going to seeing red. We're going to inflame. We're going to feel no pain. We're going to limit break. We're going to limit break plus. We're going to 31 damage times 3, not get the kill. 16 damage, 4 turns. Let's just do this. Brutality. I think this is the kill, and if it's not, yes, I would have fed. Peace Pipe. Remove cards, okay. Fine, whatever. Another Impervious, maybe. No, I think we're good. Let's take one more event before we fight the boss. The Glowing Tesseract. Okay, sharp pain flows due followed by vivid flashes of distant memory. Whose memories are these? 1. Do I lose? Let's lose hit points and add up to 3 colorless cards. Enlightenment, Panacea, Master of Strategy. That might be really nice. Enlightenment again, Bandage, Mind Blast. Panic Button, 30 block. Can I gain block crush for 2 turns? No. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw 1 card. That's kind of fun. Random close card. No, I think Enlightenment. Enlightenment done. Fear, you really are the strongest now. Okie dokie. Thanks, demon. We're just gonna we could token remove a card, but I don't think there's anything we really want to remove, so I'm just gonna rest. I don't really want to upgrade anything necessarily. I could sword boomerang. Actually, let's do shockwave. That's pretty good against this fight. 2. You know what? Let's war cry. I want us to be able to cycle through my deck as fast as possible on this fight, because we're gonna want to scale up, but we're gonna definitely want to okay. Metallicize. Brutality. I might as well just play it. We're going to, I think you try to kill Donu first. So we're just going to go ahead and whack him. Oh, that's actually nice. I guess I could play Heavy Blade twice for some damage. I might save it for, save Ice Cream and just True Grit and exhaust this. I think it's probably smarter. Let's actually, do I Swift Potion here? I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw this, we're going to drink this, because there's no sense in not doing it at this point. And then, right, so that gets rid of that guy's artifact. And then, yeah, let's do this. And just do this for some extra block. Metallicize up. Take 9. Which is going to draw me a bunch of cards. I get dazed a bunch. They get stronger because of Donu, so that's why you want to kill Donu real fast. Okie dokie. So, Bludgeon plus. We're going to Seeing Red, exhaust. We're going to Rupture for sure. That gives us a free bludgeon, which is kind of insane. Anything on this hand need upgrading? I think we Armors plus here, definitely. We could Exhume. We could Exhume here the Seeing Red. Let's Exhume the Seeing Red. Let's Seeing Red. Let's, I really want to Swift Potion. Let's, Feel No Pain. The reason I want to Swift Potion here, what I want to try and do is see if I can get into Whirlwind. And just deal an absolute boatload of damage. Sure, let's see if we grab it. No, unfortunately not. We're going to evolve. We're going to Juggernaut. We're going to disarm Donu. Get rid of that. I'm going to Feel No Pain again. Okay. Now, I don't need to Reaper here. I don't want to Fiend Fire here. I want to Bludgeon. I should Limit Break, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's Limit Break, and then double Bludgeon, and then Fiend Fire. Oh my god. Oh wow. And he's gonna kill himself, so this actually works out great. I almost would have killed him with the that there, but he's gonna go 1. Oh. Because he went first, because Deca went first, he got blocked and didn't die on that turn, which is unfortunate. Inflame? Offering. An Enlightenment for Shoresies. We're going to Barricade Demon Form for free. We're going to disarm Deca. We're going to Warcry. And we're going to put one on top of the draw pile. Let's put Entrench. We're going to... What? He's dead. Very good. Because we have Barricade, I'm going to go ahead and just play the Impervious. Going to True Grit the Anger. Oh, this is good, actually. What are we going to do now? We're going to... Oh, it's a shame. I had Feed. I should... Okay, there's an achievement you can get where I think if you feed and kill Donu, you get an achievement because you've eaten the donut, which is pretty great. Let's see. So, I'm running low on energy. I've got a number of ways to deal damage. I'm not taking any damage. The question is, what's the most efficient amount of damage I can deal? Since we're not going to get the feed kill, let's just get that. I could limit break again here, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to deal the damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this guy for a whole bunch. Oh man, another demon form. Look at all this. Look at this. I could have body slammed too for an absolute buttload of damage, which probably would have been the smarter play, but it might circle back around. You never know. I think we can kind of play with our food a little bit. This is working out pretty nicely. We're going to Enlightenment. We're going to Entrench. Because we can. Dark Embrace. We could double tap a 1-point Whirlwind, but let's just Flame Barrier instead. And, you know, what the hell? It doesn't matter. We're up to 160 block, guys. So 160 block is pretty nice. So I might just wait for... Aha, there's my Body Slam. Okay, so we're up to 13 strength. We got double Body Slams. We're going to go ahead and Armaments Plus, because now these are 0. We're going to Limit Break, and it doesn't really matter. We're going to kill him. And full heal. Very nice. And now we see the heart of the spire. The dreaded heart of the spire. The source of all evil. We ready our blade, and 973 damage. Okay. So, we sleep. We continue. 973. Alright, so... Champion 3. We defeated an elite without taking damage 3 times. Pretty good. Made a lot of money. 25 plus relics. Increased our max hit points by 15 plus. Dealt 99 damage with single attack. 3 bosses. Sidio elites 2. Exordium elites 4. Beyond elites 4. Enemies slain 9. Flores clan 55. We might have gotten a higher score if we'd killed more enemies, actually. Something to bear in mind. Proceed. And I don't think that's going to rank us super, super high on the leaderboards. But this will be the last thing we check. Yeah, we are down here, 171. Not bad, not terrible. You know, not great, but hey, I'll take it. It was a fun run, and that's the important thing. We had fun. We dayed the Spire. And that's really gonna kind of wrap it up, guys. Like that's sort of my thing. So that'll be it for today on Jandor Days the Spire. Thank you all for coming in and watching. We'll be back next time I'm able to stream. I'm not sure when, maybe tomorrow night, for another daily run. And I'll be posting these over to YouTube as well as saving the VODs here on Twitch. So I hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Take care, and we will catch you next time.